It's never a dull moment, it's always something different.
Is my hair okay?
I love the idea that you can have something that isn't really real and make the audience believe that it's real.
I just love film.
So you walk out of one door, and in fact that was shot 3 weeks ago, 100 miles away, and then you sort of walk into the room, which is a totally different room, but it just looks like it's just happened. I love all that.
And action!
77, take 1.
Yeah, so the film's about the choice a young boy makes when he finds himself under a lot of peer pressure to do something that he doesn't want to do. And he is saved by a chance encounter with a jazz musician who's also trying to pull his life back together. So they sort of share the same dilemma and kind of, at the end of the film, come together, really.
Don't take out your music again, are you?
So I used to teach for Synergy when I was a playwright. I used to teach for them quite a bit, teach playwriting. They knew I was starting to make films, and so they asked if I would write a short film for them. So that's kind of how it came about, really. Coming along great, it looks really great. So, and it's great to be involved in projects that younger filmmakers would respond to as well, and I think then that's something that's really important.
Hi, we're going to check out Synergy's new film, The Thief. We're going to see behind the scenes.
Here you go.
I think it makes sense to me because I was getting into a bit of trouble before I found acting. And it's kind of, you know, the story of someone who doesn't want to be involved in a certain world but can't help but then he sees something, kind of catches his attention and kind of he thinks is magical and sparks something in him that makes him want to change his ways, and then he comes back and he sees his brother and realises he doesn't want his brother to be in the world that his mother's created for him. So yeah, I think it's brilliant, and I think it's great that there's going to be so many young kids that are going to get the chance to see it.
We're going to have still lights coming in.
Well, my job is sort of the overall vision of the film and storytelling, so making sure the story's been clearly told, scene to scene. And what I do before I go into the shoot is I work out each scene, what we're trying to communicate with the audience through each section. So we're about to film in the flat here, and the first scene is Nathan, who's the lead guy, comes home and the environment is not a safe environment. So my first shot is going to be a cigarette, a light in the foreground, and he comes in and puts it out, so we know this is not a good environment. We know that we learn that there's another child in the house. So that's kind of a way of visually telling the story.
It involves having a small team of people. I've got a boom op, I've got a sound maintenance guy who's basically my assistant, and I mix the sound. So we have several microphones potentially. Mix it down, make sure it's nice and clean. We haven't got any noises that you wouldn't expect to have in a flat in the middle of the city. And we record onto the hard drive, so it's all ready, and then the editor will put it together with the pictures later on in the edit.
I am a boom operator. What it means is that somewhere off in another room is someone recording the sound, and I'm the one who's got to put all the microphones in the right place to get that sound.
So yeah, I mainly just do sound maintenance, anything that needs fixing, anything needs doing, anything they need, and any equipment, etc.
I am the production designer, which means I'm in charge of the aesthetic of the setting, so dressing all the sets, making things look good, and I'm in conversation with costume and that just to make it all look cohesive, and yeah, getting everything together and making things look good.
I'm in the art department, so I change the room from looking like something into what we want it to look like.
So when I get a script, I have a read through and I kind of imagine what the sort of spaces are going to be like. From that then, we do location recce's, we find the rooms that we're going to be in, and then I have to populate them with things, so I have to go out shopping and renting property that then we bring in and put around the set and make it look pretty.
Yeah, we got to start an hour before everyone and finish a couple hours after.
Just like stage management, mate.
All the time.
Yeah?
Yeah. It tells the story in itself because the surroundings already gives the story its value before anybody else starts to, any dialogue, and it creates a world for everyone to move through. It channels everything, so amazing.
we're making it night time. So this is basically the moon covering the sun at the minute. Except it looks like a big black sheep, but it's not. It's the moon. I got ya. See, we were all about teamwork here.
I'm camera assistant for the day, so I'm just basically doing whatever the cameraman and the focus puller ask of me to.
Basically, it's my job to keep the actors in focus throughout the shot. So as they move around the set, make sure the right things are in focus, really.
I'm the cameraman. Normally you have to start, unless you go to film school, you have to start working for a service company or something, so you get experience with cameras and technology, and then move up slowly up the ladder.
I'm the gaffer. I'm in charge of the lighting, putting up the lighting, bit how it looks, and also the safety, all the electrical safety on a shoot is the gaffer's responsibility.
My name is Lena. I'm first assistant director. So usually I am responsible for the schedule. So I make the schedule from scratch. So I look at the script, I break it down, and I count for every setup. So I give exact timing for every setup for camera, and then I have to follow through on the day. So I'm the person who kind of runs the set on the day.
Hi, my name is Joana and I'm doing continuity and script supervising. I guess it's to make sure that all departments on a film set are working to the script. The director will be sort of focusing on the creative side, and then obviously the DOP will also be focusing on the shots and all of the angles, but I sort of sometimes have to make sure that, you know, what is in the script is actually being put onto the screen, and I do a lot of the continuity, so you know, I have to make sure all the shots match up within a scene, and make sure all the characters get their lines and their dialogue correct, and make sure the, you know, costume and the makeup matches to the way it should be in the script. And there's a number of different things that I do that it's just multiple jobs, and they all come into one, and that's what. Yeah.
Everybody arrived at 9. And we start makeup and you just go through the characters one by one as they're needed on set. And I don't think we're going to finish till late today, which is what you often do on films. It's quite a long day, 12-hour day.
Oh, Stella, Cecil. I'm doing the costume for the thief. I like putting people into interesting characters. I worked at Notting Hill Carnival a lot, and I used to work at a costume place in New Cross every weekend. I used to put people in corsets and extravagant clothes, yeah.
When I came out of prison about 10 years ago, I got very interested in it because it was my way of expressing myself, I suppose. Today I have been acting as a bit of a neglectful mum to a young 7-year-old boy and to a sort of angry teenage boy.
And in 3, 2, 1, action rehearsal.
That's me.
Thank you.
Slate 72, take 2.
Okay. I'm the clapper boy today, which makes everybody know that we're ready to start recording video and sound. And as you see here, this is a time code, so that when the sound and the video is being edited in the editing suite, they can see exactly where everything should fit in and everything should sink in together. And so today I'll be doing a lot of running up and down, running in front of the camera, saying take 1, take 2, take 3, take 4. Yeah, I heard about Synergy Theatre Project through my probation officer, and heard it was like a good company, and that if I really wanted to get into video and kind of theatre and filmmaking, that I should contact them. And I got in contact with them. I landed a job with them, stage managing a play called Girls Like That, and from there I've managed to make my own little short film and made a trailer for a documentary that I brought to Sheffield Documentary Festival last year.
It's good, I've done my close up, so now I can mess about, you know what I mean, because the camera's not on me.
Yeah.
I'm basically a runner on set. I fetch and carry, get actors ready, make teas, coffees, run errands. Basically, if they need props and we haven't got it, I go and buy it. Well, how I got the job is I'm still a currently serving prisoner. I'm serving 10 years for armed robbery. I'm reaching the end of my sentence, and basically the director of this film, Esther, she came into prison about 3.5 years ago, and I took her class in script writing. I really enjoyed it. Esther stayed in contact with me. She said if I ever made it to a DCAT, she might have a job for me, and I'm here now on stage 2.
Well, I came on about 2 weeks ago, and I basically was in charge of booking all the locations, getting all the permissions, getting in touch with the police, making sure we're all right, you know, because we had a lot of weapons and recreation of crime, which was fun for me yesterday, robbing the jewellers with knives. But I've also sort of been helping out the second AD, doing the call sheets, which is to let everyone know each day what we are scheduled to do and the times and locations and whatnot, and movement orders, sorting out all the catering and the transport and the parking permits. Yeah, and just generally being a support to the production.
Boom. You get better at doing something, so the more you do it. So it's not, you can be young and start now, and you might make a lot of really sort of bad films, but you might make great ones, you know. So it's just about being passionate always about it, you know, I'd say.
You know, it's good to try different things, so find out what you're good at, what you're interested in, and then take advice, try and get apprenticeships with people, just go and learn on set because you get a flavour of it, and then, you know, talk to someone who knows a bit more about it, about what their job is, and get them to point you in the right direction.
Yeah, just do it. If you feel like it, give it a go, try.
Be prepared to put the work in, and only do it if you really love it, and just try lots of different things, because there might be something that you didn't realise you were into, and so there's a whole range of things you can do.
Go on a film, it's awesome. If you like movies, you like TV shows, you like how they're made, you want to see every little bit, every part of the crew matters, no one's left out. It's really good. I really enjoy it.
Just stick at it, because you just have to keep going until you get a good opportunity or a piece of luck and you end up working with someone.
Decide or try out or see the different roles within the industry itself, and if you like something, you know, follow it through and stick with it, because the film business is really good.
Study hard, learn about the craft, you know, make sure it's something that you want, and if it's something that you want, dedicate your time and do all you can, you know, chase your dreams.
I would say go for it. Be prepared to have knockbacks. You'll think you've got somewhere, and then suddenly it just fizzles away and disappears. Keep trying. If you're good enough, you'll get there.
Good job, man. Can we get you out?